Hello everybody, today is September the 7th, 2023, and I kind of just want to make a video blog and kind of give an update on everything that's kind of happened in my life. I think you can see the beard is returning. There are some white patches in it that show my age and make me feel old, but it is what it is. But that's kind of the crux of what I want to talk about, which is aging. I hate to use the terminology, mostly because it sounds, I don't know, insincere or over the top or flamboyant. But I haven't been well. I have not been well, and the terminology that I'm going to use is midlife crisis. That's the term I'm going to use. But let me explain. Like, don't let me just say midlife crisis, because it's neither here nor there. It's just a term that I'm endearing right now, the term that I'm feeling like I want to use. And I may have explained before the concept of the fool, the magician, and the hermit. For those of you who are aware of tarot cards, you will understand this as kind of like the hero's journey equivalent for tarot. And for tarot, the fool was the man who starts out on his journey. He is inexperienced, but he's full of optimism. The magician, he is the man with all the tools, all the skills, and all the knowledges, and he is performing the great work. And the hermit is the wizened old man. He has the lantern, he shows the light, he teaches others. And that is the journey of the apprentice to the journeyman to the master. Well, typically postmaster, because the magician becomes the master, or the magician is the master. So the fool is on his way, goes from apprentice to journeyman, and then becomes the master as the magician performs the great work. The masterpiece, and then eventually becomes a hermit, which is the knowledge and the shining of light. And you see this expressed the Rider-Waite tarot deck. If you see it, the fool, he's wearing very bright colors. He stands over the cliffside. It's very bright and optimistic. He has the stick with the typical bag, and he's on his journey, and he looks up. He doesn't have anything with him worthy of creating a masterpiece. He has hardly anything on him except for his clothes and a sense of wonder. And you look upon the magician, and he's holding a scepter up high. He has the infinity symbol above his head, representative of kind of universal knowledge, the culmination of knowledge, very much alchemical symbol for vastness, never-endingness. And he has all the tools on the table. You see the coin, or the pentacle, whichever you want to call it. You see the sword, you see the wand, and you see the cup. He has all four. So he's mastered the elements, because if you understand tarot, the cup is water, for example, and they all represent different elements. And you even see it with the cards themselves, what represents what. And so he becomes a master and creates a masterpiece. And I've often referred to myself as being stuck in the magician state, mostly because I have all the tools at my disposal now. I've spent all of the years mastering game design, and I have kind of done the great work, but I think I can do it again. I haven't quite reached hermit state yet, because I need to get more masterpieces under my belt. And I think that's been kind of tearing away at me a lot more. And this type of journey is something very, very, very much, something that me as a hyper creative have to deal with. So I've surrounded myself with other hyper creatives that are suffering under the same problems. And I've had a lot of friends recently be like, well, what are you doing to get out of the bakery? What are you doing right now to get out of the bakery? And it's like, man, I don't know. because I made a foolish decision working in a field that doesn't pay. You think of the nuclear gaming family, right? You've got one game master and 4 players. How many books are getting sold? And that's why I'm kind of regretfully saying that I am putting a pin in Machina Magic 2nd Edition. I regret to say it, but it doesn't pay bills. And that's, of course, a horrible way of looking at things, especially when you're an artist, but there's got to be a little bit of truth to it. And the thing is like, I'm not compromising my integrity upon it. I don't want to be like that. Video games is a payable field, and it's something I've always wanted to do. I've wanted to do that before I was doing tabletop role-playing games, so I'm getting back into video games, and that's that. So me and my brother are going to start working on a tabletop role-playing game. Sorry, why did I say that? I'm not making a tabletop role-playing game with Steve. I am making a deck-building RPG with my brother. So hopefully today, well, technically today, I'm going to go to bed after I make this video. So it'll feel like tomorrow, but today, September 7th, I'm going to wake up and begin working on that, and hopefully do a whole bunch of stuff today and, get some stuff done. We've been working on stuff. It's been slow going because we got to set stuff up, and I've got to make a proof of concept and just have more stuff available. And work has been brutal. So, work has gotten harder, and there's more hours, and I need the money, I need to get paid. At the same time, I just don't want to work in the bakery. The people that work in the bakery, they're way more passionate about bread than I am, and it's not my life. The reason I take those jobs, those food service kind of jobs, is because I don't want to take my work home with me. And it's one of the things that, as a creative, when you need to get home and you need to work on stuff, you need to have the energy to do it. You don't need to be thinking about work tomorrow. You don't need to be thinking about, I need to get this stuff done before I show up to work tomorrow, or, this project isn't finished and I have to crunch time at home. No. I make food and I sell it. And I've been doing that for years because I don't take my work home. And some people are like, yeah, you can have an easier time with certain other jobs, and I get that aspect, but part of it is a physical thing too. I have to be on my feet, and I have to work a physical job, or I will be fat. I will get, and it's like, oh, well, you work in food service, so you're going to get fat eating the food. No, I'm fat because I drink pop, and that's neither here nor there. There's no pop at the bakery. I just drink it at home. And, I'm very unhealthy, but far less unhealthy than I was during COVID, which was the best year of my life, because I sat at home, had command over my own schedule, and I created Machina Magic. I created a 475-page tabletop role-playing game. I performed a masterpiece. It was a culmination of all my art, my writing, everything. It was an impressive fucking book. And I want to do it again. But this time with a video game. No, I really do. I think I can do it. Well, I know I can do it. It's just a matter of doing it. It's a matter of rallying the troops. That's actually going to be the hardest part for me. I'm not a very managerial type of person. I've never been the type of person to delegate things. And this time I'm going to. This time I'm going to get stuff done, and I'm going to start making commands and start making demands. But I'm going to try to be the best DM manager that I can, and I might have to do some research on that, without compromising, of course, my humane integrity. And I want to do that. And I know I can do that because I'm the type of person to internalize things ethically. Well, Internalize is not exactly 100% correct. It's internalize and externalize, like, because I'm very social, I'm very extroverted. So I want others around me to be well, and I want to keep the peace. I've had people tell me I'm a control freak. And they would not be wrong in saying that. I do have a need for control, but the type of control I want is peace. And I've come to find that I don't trust others with managing peace. I don't find others with being able to manage social wellness between others. So hopefully that is something I can do and something I can provide. And that use that as my strongest suit, but also find ways of being able to be a little forceful, delegating stuff and giving tasks, and keeping others organized and on task. So, thanks for watching this video. I know it's been a long time since I've made a video blog. I know it's been a hot minute, and I kind of prefer my beard when it's shorter than when it's long. When it's shorter, I feel younger. When it's long, I felt very old. But also, when it was completely shaved off, I felt like a pedophile. Like, I looked terrible. I didn't like that. Just the whole baby face thing was just not okay. I'm kind of glad seeing myself like this on the phone. I just, I don't know. I don't feel so bad being 35, I guess. Not so much as I did. But I'm getting better. It's just, I'm ready. I'm ready to take things up to the next level, and I'm ready to make Magic Dog like actually profitable. So, until next time, you guys keep it real.